Welcome once again. After the break, we are here, still on the bench. I still have my sister Jane, and we have a brother Victor.
Yes.
And we are really getting deeper into this. And now, before we went for break, we were just talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
How, we were talking about how people and families, especially the young people and families, being affected emotionally in our today's world that's changing every time. Jane, you were saying something before we went for break. You know, I had to cut you. Finish up your point.
We were talking of in a society, it's not everyone who has been blessed maybe to have a vehicle. We are using the public transport.
Right.
But sometimes we also find it not easy for a mother to pay a seat
for a child.
And that is because of our economic situation. Sometimes instead of telling, maybe if it is a man, help me with the baby, let the baby start. It would be better than allowing your child to sit on a man's lap. And that one I'm very clear about it. Maybe men may not like me for saying that. But remember, this is a baby boy, this is a baby girl. As we began saying that sexual engagement, it is not far-fetched. It begins with the people that are with this child, and the child begins to build the trust. But you see, as a grown-up, you know what you want to do, but the child does not know. The unfortunate thing when a child has been exposed to this, there is the stress, there is the trauma that a child go through. And sometimes if this child is not supported, sometimes parents just ignore, and it's like ni mtoto tu. So there is nothing much that maybe could be happening. But this person, when they begin to get to an age of 20, and the others begins to regress when they get into their 30s. You get someone who got married, but because they were raped when they were young, they cannot keep that marriage. And then we keep on complaining that these people, you get married, mnaachana. Kumbe there are other factors that are leading to this. And so people sometimes don't see the need of counseling, but I still want to emphasize this one. Counseling, it's very key.
It's very key.
When you have a child that has gone through some traumas, even that child therapy, when the child is still young, it is very important. When the child begins to go to the high school, even if maybe the school does not have a counselor, it is a responsibility of a parent to make sure that they get the children getting to have an encounter with a counselor. And this child will be helped.
Wow. Thank you for that one, Jane. Victor, you had a point also that you were making before you went for break, please. 1 minute.
One thing I'd say is parents need to be very, very keen. Parents should be very, very keen and create time to be listening to your children. I know there's a particular age where the children are too noisy, they ask too many questions, but try to be interested.
I think through asking those questions, they want to know.
Exactly.
It's good for a parent to pay an attention to these students.
Exactly. You can be tired. This is what you can do. You can be tired. You can have work you have carried home. I, for one, work a lot with the laptop even in the house. So you tell them, hey, right now I'm busy, but after 30 minutes, we will talk. Or you tell them when it reaches 8, we will talk. And when it reaches that 8, give them time. Take time. Block out your things. Block out the phone calls. And give them time. You should be able to know. You see, children are very, very intelligent. Once they know that you are interested in their day, then they will trust you more and they will tell you more. And then you will hear cases of children being bullied in class, being bullied within the estate, only when you are free with them. So don't be too busy. And giving a phone or a tablet or a laptop to a child is not a substitute for parenting. Parenting means you have to be there. You have to listen to your children. You have to give them time. They should be able to trust you to tell you more. Like I was telling you before, that there are cases where you talk to a child, you say, why can't you report to your mom? They say, my uncle said if I report, he will kill me.
Kill me.
And they believe it.
Uh-huh.
Why can't you tell your dad? He will not believe me when I tell him. So even at that time, yes, even at that time they are talking to you as a counselor. She's begging you, please don't tell my dad. But of course, you know, you can't be quiet with abuse. Yeah.
Well, that one really, it's so saddening to hear such. Now, I think this one leads me to this question. What are some of the early warning signs of mental distress that people often overlook? Early signs of mental distress that people overlook. My sister Jen.
Wow.
Yeah.
There are so many signs that people tend to ignore. And one of the signs, it is you get the person is withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
Yes. When one is withdrawn, maybe they want to eat together, you don't want, you want to be in your room, you want to do your own things, there is a problem. There is also that antisocial act. There's a lot of withdrawal from people. When you realize that you have a child who is withdrawing, or a spouse who is withdrawing, or maybe a person you are talking and all of a sudden they are not arguing with you anymore. Before you could talk, like I would take an example of you could be with a spouse who is a narcissist. A narcissist, because you've been nagged so much, there is a point you keep on making noise. But then a point comes in when one just keep quiet. That person is going into drains. The one who is manipulating may think that now they are winning. Because the person is quiet. But you are losing the person on the other hand.
Wow.
That is when you can get someone, because when you're staying with a narcissist, at the end of the day, you'll also get sick. So you'll be having two people who are sick. And it is so unfortunate that nurses don't accept even going for counseling.
Even nurses.
Narcissist. Yes.
Okay.
They don't accept going for counseling. They say they are okay.
They're okay.
Now that person who says and feels they are okay, know that there is something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Yeah, because they are not okay. They'll tell you, me, I'm okay. So when they ukaone counselor, you're the one who has the problem. Me, I don't have any problem. You don't see a counselor because you have a problem. You have you go to a counselor because there are things you can work out together. There are things that you get to understand yourself more better, not because you are sick. Because that is what people fear. You're going for counseling. Kwani wewe ni mgonjwa, kwani wewe ni kichwa. So it is associated with mental illness, the one that we began with.
Wow, that's wonderful. My brother Victor, what's your take on that?
Early signs, so many. There's, I mentioned before when we were beginning, oversleeping, undersleeping, undereating, overeating, irritability, letting yourself go. You don't want to bathe, you don't want to eat, you don't want to groom yourself. Jane has mentioned being withdrawn. She mentioned before sleeping, abnormal sleep. Basically, it is deviation from your normal operation.
And this is exactly what are some of the small things people they overlook.
They will overlook, they'll think that maybe someone is acting up. That some people will give excuse that I have pressure at workplace. But you see, I always give this distinction. There's anxiety, and then there is moving into depression. Anxiety should happen for about a week or two. Anything beyond that, then you should seriously look for help. Yeah, and normal anxiety is okay. New job, new giving birth to a child, those are new things. You are going to do an exam this week, you can be anxious. But after exam and this thing continue, then you know that this probably more.
Even a loss of job.
Yeah.
It also brings a lot of uncertainty, creating anxiety, and even that one, it should not last for long.
It should not be beyond 2 weeks.
Because you are also supposed to manage yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have lost the job, so what next?
You figure out what you are going to do about it.
That anxiety, it comes in because it wants to help your system to cope. It is a coping mechanism from the body itself. So when you are aware of it, then you are able now to come up with your coping system and understand what you're going to do so that you can do 1, 2, 3. That way you'll be able to overcome that fear and that is stress. Yeah.
Wow. I'm just getting too interested in this one. I hope most of the parents that will be watching this one and they will want to follow. Now, there are some people around us that we're living with them in our communities, but they're still suffering in silence. Now, why do many people still suffer in silence instead of seeking help?
You see, number one could be because of ignorance. The people who live around you are not educated on mental health. So that's why I think forums like this help a lot, so that people are aware, so that when I see this thing going on with someone, it is not them acting up. So, because some people will dismiss, they are just acting up. You are throwing tantrums. But if you see these things go beyond 2 weeks, she has mentioned, you could have lost a job, yes, you could have lost a business. You will behave differently because you are adjusting, but you can't forever stay
in the same situation.
Closed in a room the entire time. Another thing would be because of stigma. People, but when you mention the word mental health, many people will equate it with our local language, wenda wazimu. So when you talk about mental health, wenda wazimu. But then let me make this very clear, that mental health affects everyone. The difference is your response to mental health issues. The difference is you are being aware of what to do when you notice red flags. Okay? It affects everyone, even people in suits, even people you think are always smiling, are always happy. At one point or another, they will be anxious. At one point or another, they will feel like something is not making sense. So it's not about, when we talk of mental health, we don't mean that you are crazy. We don't mean that you are ni mwenda wazimu. We just mean that something is affecting your system and it should be attended to. Yeah.
Jen, what's your take on that?
Yeah.
There are very many people that are suffering outside here.
They're suffering.
They're suffering in silence and they don't want to speak it out.
Yes.
Or to seek help.
They don't want to seek help, or maybe they are not aware. Actually, I would say they are not aware. As opposed to they don't want. They are not aware. Because I believe if people were aware, they would go for help. For example, there's a group, and this is for women who are going through menopause. That's another group that didn't go through a lot of stress because there are so many changes that are happening and they think they are sick. They go to the hospital to seek for help. And only to be told you are not sick, these tests are done, you are not sick, you are not sick. Unless someone gets to realize the age, and then you're able. And you see, nowadays you can even have people who are getting to menopause who are very young. And it can be very frustrating. And so if people are in that, and also if the person is young and going through menopause, it is a stress by itself. For women. That one, it's also a stress. And you see, when you're in that kind of a state and you do not know where to go, you get to see the person, it's just going down into the drains. Yeah.
You know, that one also leads me to look at the stigma, the culture, and misunderstanding. You know, most of the community or the society we are living in today, most will see it. I mean, if as you put it, if they hear mental health, wazimu. That's exactly what people look at, wazimu. Who is wazimu? Now, how does stigma continue to affect mental health?
One, stigma will keep you from seeking help. But this is so unfortunate. There are people who are actually educated, graduates, who are telling you that a man does not need counseling. They actually believe it.
They are watching us here.
They actually believe it. You know, that comes from cultural orientation, maybe and also maybe stigma associated with issues of mental health. The truth is, everybody at one point or another will need to help to deal with issues of mental health. You cannot say that only women and children should be cancelled. No, no. Because one,
I tend to believe the way men have also been cultured into, it's like a man should not talk.
Exactly.
You keep quiet. A man should not cry. A man should not be able to go and tell, you cannot take your issues
outside. Keep it yourself.
Yes. And so it's like, if you talk it out, you are degrading me.
Degrading yourself.
You're not respecting me. I wouldn't want you to talk about me. And so they would prefer to keep those things for themselves. Anything about my family, I don't want it known out. So such a person seeking for therapy will be very difficult.
But there's a still touching on the same.
Yes.
There was an incident in our nation. It was broadcast on I think NTV, where a CEO was coming from West Africa. He was working in Nairobi. Apparently or allegedly he was being extorted by some ladies until it reached a level where the man went and killed himself. Now that is a classic example of this is a man that if he shared this, not only with a counselor, even with another man, the man should not have died. Yeah. Because if people are blackmailing you, by then the best advice would have been, hey, go to police. In Kenya, blackmail is a crime. But you see, he was apparently a quiet man, and he felt pressure from all over. The man went back to his country and killed himself. So people should talk. People should talk to someone. And there's always someone you can talk to. There's a friend, there is an elder, you know. I don't mean, even before you reach the level of going to a professional, there is someone you should share with. You will find that what you think is only unique to you is happening to other people. And some people have gotten help before, and they will show you the way.
Yeah, that one also leads me to another maybe observation, that most of cultural beliefs or misconception, what are some of these cultural beliefs and misconceptions about mental health still exist in our communities today? The cultural beliefs and misconceptions?
I'm telling you, it is so bad in our society.
They're still there.
Because it's like, hiyo ulitoa wapi? They want to go it genetically. So if maybe you are talking of going to see a counselor, it's like, na nini baya? Huyo fulani alikuwa ameenda kuona. So they are associating it with and in our family, we don't have
crazy.
this.
People are not crazy in our family.
Yes.
There's also the issue of witchcraft. People will allege witchcraft. Instead of going to the hospital for one, someone will be telling you to go and look for someone to pray for you. I'm not saying praying is bad, but some of these cases needs hospital.
Yeah.
You know.
That one is for sure, because I remember sometimes back, I met a client. To me, I saw that this person was mentally disturbed and he was depressed.
Yeah.
Not one, not two, several people, especially spiritual leaders, they are suffering from burnout.
Yeah.
But due to the culture, misunderstanding, they still keep on to themselves.
Now you have you have really gone to the core. The leaders, the spiritual leaders. There are so many people who are taking issues to them, and they do not know how to manage them.
Yes.
Not forgetting they are coming from a family with when they go home to their wives with all the baggages, and because they have not been able to relieve themselves, they go to do it to their
At
wives.
home.
Yes. So now, within a very short time, you realize that there is a lot of conflict in that marriage. Now, this wife will not understand why, and the people will be there to our pastor but not to the wife. And the wife is just left, and when the pastor is overwhelmed, goes back home to overwhelm the wife.
And
So
the
you
children.
get now, yes, so you get a lot of conflicts. Now this one will not only affect the pastor, but also his family,
It's the family.
including the children.
Including the children. On that one, I've seen some religion. There's some culture in their setups whereby you see the young children, girls, are forced to be married at the age of 12, maybe two.
Oh my.
How about this?
You know,
Because we are talking about the culture.
Culture.
Still existing.
Culture is dangerous. Not all cultures. Some cultural practices are dangerous.
That dangerous.
And because of education and because of modernity, we should be moving towards living things that are harmful to our people. For example, a child, in our nation, we have issues of sexual offences acts that protect people against sexual crimes. A child should not be married off, for example. Now, if people are aware of the state of the law, then they should be able to just to respecting the laws of the land. Should not be marrying off their children. Stigma, things of stigma like I can never talk to a woman. There's also this belief that many counselors are women. I don't know whether it is true. That you'll hear someone saying that, how can you, a man, go and sit before a woman,
and speak out his words.
and speak out your issues?
Your issues, eh?
I believe there are male counselors also. I believe I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But if you come out of that shell, then you will look for help. You will look for help. By the
Plus, when we talk about the culture, we say it's not static.
Yeah.
Someone
Culture
has to
evolves.
carry it.
Yeah. From generation to generation.
You can just break the barrier if you want.
But
If you say my culture, the culture will never move from itself here
to the
to
other
point B. It is you as a person who is carrying it. So when we empower the person, the language of culture will come to an end.
But also, I always say the culture, is something that is manipulated.
Yes.
People will use the word culture when it suits them. For example, when you board an aeroplane, do you ask whether the pilot is a male or a female?
You don't know.
You don't know. You don't even ask their age.
Yes.
When you are really sick and you are in the hospital, you are in the operations table, a surgeon's table. Do you even ask the tribe?
You don't.
You don't. But when it suits you, you'll hear that, me, I can't deal with people of this tribe. I can't deal with people of this age. I can't deal with people of this gender. So people should just move forward. People should just be progressive in life and move forward.
Wow.
Culture is manipulated a lot to serve personal interests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, due to that one now, how well can we change the narrative so that seeking help is seen strength and not weakness? How well?
Okay.
Number one,
Okay.
well, I think it is good to accept, just as Victor has said.
Yes.
Accept.
Acceptance, number one.
Yes. Number two, get to know about yourself. Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
When you're self-aware, there are so many things you'll be able to take care of. Number three, don't be selfish. Be a person who can relate with other people. Be a person who can also listen. Be a person who can go out and maybe you are able to compare notes. Don't stay with your own issues. Get someone that can be able to support you.
How best can you help these people? You meet a person and you see that there's a problem. But this person believes that whatever he says is right. And he himself. How best can we change such narrative, such people? They are watching us and they are following. Yes.
Okay. What I'd say, she has actually answered. We must accept that there is help outside. And we don't know everything. I don't know everything. We must accept that. Today, I can be knowledgeable in this one area, but if maybe my hand is cut, I cut my hand with a knife, I'll have to look for a nurse. We just have to know that by the certain things, someone else has the answer. And there is the importance also living in community. You must have a community of support.
Yes.
most diaries, when you see these ordinary diaries we buy, you will see they have written a place, personal doctor, insurer, next of kin. We should have a community. This life was not meant to be lived in isolation. The beauty of a community is that almost every problem you will face, there is someone with an answer somewhere.
There's a solution somewhere.
Yes.
And do you know it is God who made it that way?
Okay.
Look at what God was telling Moses. I have given the skills of Smith to this person. So you go to that person. So Moses here is told the leadership. Put them in place so that people can be able to go there. Now people need to respect the people who are there, not to look at this person, a male or a female, but to respect that this person can be of help to me when I go to them, regardless of gender. Yeah.
Now, as we are coming to an end of this session today, maybe I may ask this. What role do schools, churches, and families play in either improving or worsening mental health understanding?
Wow. You know, let me start with the school. School is very, very important because if you look at the number of hours our children take in school, I'm talking about, leave alone a boarding school, ordinary day school. The child will be there from 7 in the morning or earlier in some cases, up to 5 or later, 6, 7. Now a parent will come home, let's say 8 or that 7, and then they will be with the child for a few hours, 2 hours, 3 hours maximum, because by 9, 10, children are supposed to sleep. So they are basically during the sleeping time.
So is it worsening or is it improving?
Now, I'm coming back now to the answer now. Schools can reinforce good practices that will help, that will benefit the children's mental health, or they can be detrimental depending on whether they are doing what they are doing with policies to do with mental health. Therefore, as a society, we must educate our teachers. If you are a school director, you are making policies in the government concerning education, issues of mental health must be well explained, must be part and parcel of what is going on in school. The same to churches. Churches hold a lot of power in families. They hold a lot of power. They shape opinion, they shape style. So they should also be including mental health, issues of mental health in their offering to families, because they have a voice and people listen to them.
Well, thank you, Mr. Victor.
Maybe just to pick on that before we get to the other one, still on the same thing in schools. You realize that sometimes we have a counseling and guidance teacher, and the teacher may not be a counselor, but these are teachers who are overwhelmed by the schoolwork, because they will be assessed on the performance of teaching, not on counseling. So if the director does not involve a counselor to come in school, you realize that there will be so many things missing in that school, such that the issues that should be handled by a counselor, they are not handled. So the child will take the issues to the teacher, but then the child will be misused, if I may use that word in quotes, because the teacher is not a counselor. The teacher will share that information in the staff room. And when the children get to realize that, then they go mute. So it becomes worse. It will worsen. Yes.
I know we have a lot to talk about this. But now time does not allow. But now, before we just finish up, I want us to have a final message that people will take home who are listening and watching this. I'll start with you, Victor. 1 minute.
Issues of mental health are very, very important, and they are real. We should not assume that only that person who is in Madari Mental Hospital is the one that needs help. Issues of mental health affect all of us. It affects me, it affects you, it affects you listening to us. And point number 2 is that there is help. There is help. Organizations like Global Humanitarian Movement have such a service. I know of a few churches. CITAM, for example, have a department that offers mental health help to people. So seek help. Seek help. You are in a school, you are a student, please go to that department. They might not have all the tools to help you, but it's a good starting point. It's better than being quiet.
Yes.
You have a trusted uncle, a trusted auntie, an elder cousin, an elder brother, elder sister. Please do not suffer in silence. Anytime something is off, speak to someone. They at least can direct you to the right place for help.
Thank you, Victor. My sister Jane, 1 minute, please.
Yeah.
Your final message.
My final message for today is that it is good to understand yourself. When you realize that things are not working well on you, you feel that it's like you are getting withdrawn. You feel like you don't want to be with the people, you want to be alone. Sometimes it is mistaken with being, you say you are an introvert. It's not that you're an introvert. It is that you have a problem. And so you use that introvert as an excuse. So when you realize that you don't want to be with the people and you just want to be alone, it is simply means there is a problem. Human beings are social beings. And the social beings want to interact. The issue that you don't want to be with anyone, that one to me, it is a problem.
It's a problem.
Number two, if you are in school, it is important for teachers to consider having counselors in their schools. Even if they do not engage them as maybe a regular ones, it is important even if you have a one so that they can have consistency, whereby they can be going even if it is once in a week. It will help your school in performance. The churches needs also to engage with the counselors. I believe you cannot miss them. They are all over because we are there. And the organizations that are also supporting like global movement, which is a plus because they are trying to reach out to the society. And that when you feel, and there are also counselors, you will get them wherever you can get them. But we remember there is a counselor who is also qualified and a counselor who is a quack. So kindly, it is also good. It is your responsibility to know whether this one is a quack or this one is a legit counselor.
Wow. That was so wonderful having the two of you. This is so great. And I plan that in future we are going to have such conversation. And to our viewers, if you have any question, maybe you have something that you want to raise, Global Humanitarian Movement, we are here. And purposely, the counseling unit at Global Humanitarian is for you. And you are the person. Check us on our WhatsApp. Check us on our Facebook, YouTube channel. Every place, we are there. Global Humanitarian Movement. You will get the answers to every problem that you've been having. Tonight, go home knowing that you are important. And mental health, it matters to everyone. It cuts across. Does not pick on you are a religious leader or you are whatever. It cuts across. Know yourself, as our counselors have put it. Let us understand ourselves, know that you're important, know that you're not alone in that situation. There are also others and the help is there. Thank you for following and have a blessed time. We keep the same place. Thank you. Asante sana. Thank you, Victor.
Asante.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
Thank you.